Hello everyone. Whether you're new to Anime Guardians or a seasoned veteran, knowing the current meta is crucial for your success. We've rigorously tested every unit in the game and have ranked them from best to worst. Our comprehensive Anime Guardians tier list provides all the information you need to make informed decisions about which units to use. This list ranks units relative to their rarity, meaning a low-performing mythic unit might share a tier with an epic unit. However, it's still advantageous to utilize those less impressive mythics if you have no better options, as their base stats are inherently superior to lower rarity units. Understanding the strengths and weaknesses of each unit can give you a strategic edge in battles, ensuring you make the most out of your collection and dominate the competition. Scroll down to see where your favorite units stand and optimize your team for victory. I'm quickly moving on to the video, and I'm ranking units in Anime Guardians. Before we start, if you enjoy these types of tier list videos, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Enjoy watching. A very small portion of the audience is subscribed to the channel. Please don't forget to subscribe if you like these types of videos. Thanks. The units in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Subaru and Nachi. Subaru is a single-target DPS unit known for his rapid attack speed. However, his damage output is significantly underwhelming, making him one of the least effective units in the game. Despite his quick succession attacks, Subaru's overall DPS is disappointingly low, which severely limits his utility on the battlefield. Nachi, the hill version of Kilu, boasts a greater range than his counterpart. This extended range allows him to hit targets from further away, providing some strategic advantages. Unfortunately, Nachi comes with a trade-off, a longer cooldown between attacks and lower DPS. This combination makes him less desirable, as his attacks are not only slower, but also less powerful compared to other units. The units in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Mish, Rom, Emilian, Ichongo, and Kilu. Mish is considered one of the least effective mythic units in Anime Guardians. His performance is underwhelming, making him a last resort option. Despite being a mythic, he falls short in terms of both damage output and utility, so only deploy him if you have no other viable alternatives. Rom, another mythic unit, often appears on banners but fails to impress. Her AoE skill lacks both range and damage, rendering her non-competitive in the current meta. It's perplexing why she is frequently featured, as there are far better options available even among non-mythic units. Emilian is a solid choice for beginners. Once upgraded, she offers full AoE damage and the ability to slow down enemies. Her skills make her a reliable starter unit, providing a balanced mix of crowd control and damage that can be crucial in the early stages of the game. Ichongo, known as Ichigo in the game, stands out among the epic units. His full AoE attack and dependable DPS make him the top choice for new players. He is arguably the best starter unit in Anime Guardians, delivering consistent performance that can help players progress smoothly. Kilu, also known as Killua, is the premier rare unit for beginners. His high damage attacks coupled with a massive AoE when fully upgraded make him exceptionally powerful. Additionally, his abilities have a low cooldown, allowing for frequent use and making him a valuable asset in any team composition. The units in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Maiwalk, Susuna, Gogo, Flirin, Beauty, Rudy, and Osto. Maiwalk becomes particularly valuable when upgraded, as he gains the ability to hit flying units, which is crucial if you lack a hill unit. He is a solid, low-cost, low DPS unit that proves useful in the early waves of the game. Susuna, when fully upgraded, has the ability to burn enemies with his attacks and boasts a higher base DPS than Gojo. However, Due to the absence of an evolution for him at this time, investing in Susuna may not be the best choice right now. Gojo is an excellent unit to start rounds with due to his low cost and full AoE. When fully upgraded, he has a very low cooldown, high base damage, and impressive range. As a hybrid, he can hit flying enemies, but the lack of an evolution makes him a somewhat uncertain investment at the moment. Frieren is a good hill unit with solid damage and the ability to hit flying units from the start. However, with the introduction of many new hybrid units, her role seems less critical and somewhat redundant in the current meta. Beauty stands out as one of the few hill units in Anime Guardians. She is essential for dealing with flying enemies, but otherwise struggles to compete with higher-tier units. Despite her limitations, she plays a vital role in specific scenarios. Although Rudy is classified as a hill unit, he lacks the ability to hit flying enemies, which significantly limits his usefulness. However, his stats are still superior to those of lower rarity units, giving him a slight edge in some situations. Osto is a farm unit that proves effective even at only upgrade 2. He aids in accelerating your upgrades and makes clearing more challenging story missions a bit easier. His utility in resource management is a valuable asset to any team. The units in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Sadalan, Rimosu, Sung, Ichongo Bankai, Iozort, Kafla, and Alon Phase 1. Sadalan boasts a high damage, low cooldown AoE attack, making her a formidable force on the battlefield. However, her lack of an evolution hinders her from standing toe-to-toe with evolved units, limiting her potential in the long run. Rimosu, known for his effective multi-hit attack, excels at breaking through shields. Despite this strength, his absence of an evolution makes him less desirable for seasoned players, though he can be a valuable asset for newcomers to the game. Sung Jin-woo is a high DPS summon unit whose evolution dramatically enhances his power. His evolved form is exceptionally strong, making him a top priority unit to acquire whenever he appears on the banner. Bankai Ichigo serves as an upgraded version of the epic Ichigo. Both of his evolutions are outstanding, solidifying his status as a must-have mythic unit. When available on the banner, rolling for Ichongo Bankai is highly recommended. Aizen is one of the best non-evolution mythic units currently available. His ability to stun enemies provides critical support, allowing other towers more time to deal damage. Moreover, both of his evolutions are currently meta, enhancing his overall utility. Kafka excels with his nearly map-wide multi-hit AoE attack, making him exceptional for soloing any game mode. His evolution is incredibly powerful, though he has a notable weakness, an inability to target flying enemies. Alon features a massive AoE attack with an extensive range and burn effect. In certain stages, he can cover the entire map. His evolution is also remarkably strong, making him a high-priority unit to obtain when he appears on the banner. The units in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Ichongo Vasto Lord, Ichongo True Bankai, Iozort Lord Arc, Aozort Hollow Form, and Alon Demon Lord. Ichongo, in his Vasto Lord form, excels at dealing with shields, making him a valuable asset in battles where enemies have high defense. Despite only having 2 attacks, his evolutionary stats ensure he remains a strong contender in the meta. This form might not be the best for sheer damage output, but its utility against shielded foes makes it indispensable. Ichongo's True Bankai form offers a higher DPS compared to his Vasto Lord form. This makes him a top choice if you're seeking to maximize damage output. However, his effectiveness against shields is somewhat limited. If your team already has units with strong multi-hit capabilities but lacks in raw damage, True Bankai Ichongo can fill that gap perfectly. Azort, in his Lord Arc form, is currently the meta slow unit. His ability to slow down enemies, combined with solid DPS, makes him a versatile choice. Moreover, being a hybrid unit, he can adapt to various combat scenarios, adding strategic depth to your team composition. Azort's hollow form transforms him into a full AoE DPS monster. This form of Azort is one of the best mythic units in Anime Guardians, offering unparalleled area damage. His presence can turn the tide in battles, requiring extensive crowd control and high damage output across multiple enemies. Alan as a Demon Lord brings incredible firepower to your team. With very high damage, a reasonably low SPA, and multi-hit capabilities, he is one of the strongest units available. The only downside is his limited range, but his overwhelming power compensates for this minor flaw. Demon Lord Alon is a top-tier choice for players aiming to dominate their foes with raw strength. The units in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Kafla Overpower, Sai, Sung Shadow Monarch, and Balm. In Anime Guardians, Kafla Overpower stands out as one of the most dominant units. Once fully upgraded to Evo Kafka, he boasts a map-wide full AoE attack that is multi-hit, making him exceptionally effective against shields. This unique ability places him at the forefront of the current meta, making him an essential addition to any team. Sai, despite lacking in evolution, remains the strongest unit in Anime Guardians. Known for his full AoE, multi-hit attacks with very high damage per hit, Saitama is unparalleled in power. Securing him should be your top priority, as his devastating attacks can turn the tide of any battle. Sung, the Shadow Monarch, is another powerhouse in the game. Essentially a supercharged version of a regular solo journey warrior, Shadow Monarch SJW's summons are overwhelmingly powerful. He also features a full AoE with a low cooldown, delivering massive multi-hit damage that can decimate enemies swiftly. Lastly, Balm, akin to Bulma but significantly enhanced, excels as the best farm unit in Anime Guardians. Comparable to Osto on steroids, Balm is crucial for achieving high scores, thanks to her unparalleled farming capabilities. Her efficiency in resource gathering is unmatched, making her an indispensable unit for players aiming to maximize their progress. The video ends here. See you in another video. Don't forget to subscribe.